I'm Tony Jordan. I'm the Director of Field Marketing for Frymaster. And what I want to talk to you about today are actually two of our newer products. We're going to talk about the PoweRunner fryer and then the new TouchWheel controller that we'll be introducing in 2022. So first of all, let's talk about the PoweRunner fryer. So the PoweRunner fryer is our newest addition to the 50-pound mid-grade fryer platform. And what we've done is that we've taken two of our time-tested models in the Dean product line, the Super Marathon 50 and the Dean Decathlon 50, and we've taken those and combined the features of both of those into one upgraded version at the PoweRunner 50-pound fryer. So what we've done is we built it to be very versatile and very configurable. So a much improved product line offering that we had before with the two Super Marathon and Decathlon. So you now have the ability to have a single up to a 4 fry pot battery for this fryer, and you have the ability to add built-in filtration or have no built-in filtration, and that's with a single pot all the way up to a 4 pot. So you have the ability now to have built-in filtration on a single pot in the mid-grade fryer. We also have included 4 controller options. Those would be the millivolt, the thermotron, the digital timer controller, and the CM 3.5 computer controller. Other options that we've included that we previously kind of held those back for higher grade fryers are things like basket lifts, rear and front oil discharge, rear or front oil discharge, wash down hoses, work shelves on the front of the fryer, among others. So we've really given you the ability to configure a much better fryer that's really for a broad use with the PoweRunner that you don't have to go to a higher level fryer to use. So let's move on to the TouchWheel controller, which is our newest addition in the controller offerings for Frymaster and Dean. So what this does is it combines the functionality of the digital timer and the CM 3.5 controller. We can operate it in 3 modes, either the digital timer, the programmed mode, which would be the computer style like the CM 3.5, or a dual mode where you're able to switch back and forth. In the digital mode, it of course includes all the functionality of the current digital timer controller, with the addition of being able to default to the item that you cook the most of. So let's say that if you have a French fry, that's your more common product that you're frying every day, so that at the end of each cook it would default back to that recipe's cook time and temperature 350 degrees for 3 minutes. Or you can do it the same way that you're doing with your digital timer now, and it's going to default back to the temperature of the last product you've cooked. In the programmed mode, you're going to have all the current capability that's included in the CM 3.5, things like 12 items that you can pre-program, things like setting the shake time, the hold times. It also has the ability for your sensitivity settings that goes along with your cook compensation, probably better known in the field as stretch times. So you have all of those capabilities, but we've added some other functionality to that. So now you have the ability to also have actual characters and named recipes in the fryer itself. So versus the CM 3.5 where you had numbers available, you have 6 items with an R on the right side and then 1 through 5 and then an L on the left side, 1 through 5. So now you have the ability, rather than just having a number and a button to push, you have the ability to actually name your recipe with 6 characters that actually spells a full name. You also have the ability for this to come pre-programmed from the factory. So if you're a chain and you have multiple locations and you want them all to have the same programs, we can pre-program those from the factory. We also have the ability now to load with a USB. So you can actually create your recipes on your laptop, download to a USB, and upload your menus into the fryer via the USB connection on the bottom of the fryer. So we also have the ability to plan, or we're planning on the ability to have support for 6 different languages. So you may have English, you may have Spanish, you may have French and other languages that we'll be able to go back into. Then we have a dual mode, which you can switch back and forth as you're operating the fryer. So let's take a look at the functionality of the fryer. So right at this level, it's in an off state. We'll turn the power on, and you can see that you've got the functionality of the CM 3.5 or the pre-programmed mode. So you've got the ability to select your items. We can go forward selecting our items. We can go backwards and select our items. So let's start a cook on fries. Okay, same functionality that you had in the CM 3.5, you can select multiple cooks. So then let's go and say, okay, I need to also drop another basket with some French toast sticks in it. So I put that one in. It starts that cook, but you can see that it reverts back to on the first timer that is closest to the end of the cook. That one will end. It will have you take your product out, and then it will start showing the next cook. So let's show the functionality of with this one in dual mode. I have the ability to switch back to the digital timer mode. So this one is selected at 3 minutes, which I have a pre-programmed recipe in for my most common product. I can again adjust the temperature or adjust the times frontwards or backwards. So let's adjust it back so that we can show you how it looks at a real cook. So we'll do it at 10 seconds. So I'll start the cook, and you can see it's going to count down the seconds until it's ready for it to alarm and have you pull the product out. It finishes the cook, and you'll notice it tells you that the cook is done. Now, if you're familiar with the CM 3.5, cook was never spelled C-O-O-K. It was always spelled C-O-O-C because of the limitations that you had with your LED screen on your controller. So you have the ability now to have full words on your programs and a full alphabet that's able to show. One of the things that I would point out too in the dual mode, pardon me, is in the dual mode functionality of the fryer, you have the ability, one of the items that I know that we've run into in the past is that you had an opportunity in a programmed fryer that you have all of these recipes preset with temperatures and times. And one of the problems that you might run into is if you have fresh cut fries, that on fresh cut fries you need to be able to blanch at a different temperature and different time, so that it was difficult for you to try to set that up in a recipe. With the dual mode, since I have the ability to go back and forth, at the beginning of the day I can switch it to the digital timer, blanch my fries, go back, and then go back into my pre-programmed mode. So have a lot of functionality, a lot of capabilities with this controller, and we're really excited about getting that into the marketplace next year. Now, from the standpoint of the PoweRunner is available today. It's available in autoquotes. You can actually find it by typing in PoweRunner as your description, or you can go in and call up each model number. The model number nomenclature that we've set up for the PoweRunner is a first character space is a number. That would be the number of fryers in your fryer. So 1, then PR for PoweRunner, G for gas, 50, which is of course the oil capacity, and a T for a tube fryer. So the leading character would change 2, 3, 4 in the event that you have a double, triple, or quadruple fry pot system. If you're getting it with built-in filtration, an F will precede the PR. So it's very simple nomenclature, very easy to find in autoquotes. It's available there today. We're producing these today and shipping these out today. TouchWheel controller will actually be available. We'll probably have some field tests. If you're interested in some of those, we can look at those in the fourth quarter of this year. Be available for market use in the first quarter of 2022. So with that, let's see if we may have some questions that are coming up. Yes, we do. Question number 1 is, how soon after the rollout will the CM 3.5 and digital controller be discontinued? Well, we really haven't set a timing on that yet, but what we really believe is that after the TouchWheel controller is announced in the marketplace, and people start using it, they're not going to want to go backwards to the CM 3.5 or the digital controller because of all of the added capability that we've included on that fryer, or on that controller. So timing hasn't been determined yet, but we really don't see that being an issue as we go forward. Do we have any other questions yet? Yes, we do. Do we have any other plans to update or modernize any other controllers in the Frymaster lineup? Well, at Frymaster, we are continually looking at continuous improvement and improving our product offering. Improvements are also in process, that you've already seen earlier today, with our industry-leading touchscreen controller that's included on the Filter Quick Intuition. So again, we are constantly looking at areas in our product offerings to be able to improve. What are the benefits of the PoweRunner over the other mid-sized fryer offerings in the market? Well, we have designed the PoweRunner for versatility and reliability. From the versatility standpoint, the ability to configure with all of the different batteries of fryers, the built-in filtration or without, the different controllers, we've really been able to be able to configure this fryer to be able to cook a large, broad range of foods, from French fries to bone-in chicken to specialty products that any customer may be offering. From a durability standpoint, it's built around the time-proven thermotube heat transfer system that we've had incorporated in our Dean tube fryers for decades. When will the PoweRunner be available to the general market, which we've talked about already in the TouchWheel controller? So PoweRunner is available today. You've got the ability to do it today, and then with first quarter of 2022, we're intending for the TouchWheel controller to be available in the marketplace as well. Let's see, do we have time for any more questions? We do. What is the warranty on these products? 1 year parts and labor for the fryer, 2 to 10 part only for the fry pot. On the controller itself, it'll be a 1 year parts and labor warranty. One more question. Is the fryer controller available internationally? The fryer will be available in North America only. That's our intent. The controller will be available internationally, so it'll be a global offering for our product. So I believe my time's about up, so following this, it will be a word from our sponsor. Thank you very much.